Hey, welcome back everybody, DBougie86 here, and it's the return of It Came from the 80s. I know it's been a while since I did one of these, but I'm going to be pumping these out more regularly now that I have a little more time to do reviews and stuff and more videos. So, with that being said, let's get into this. My first review back, I picked a film from 1983, and it's directed by notorious director Bruno Mattei, who's done a lot of schlock cinema films like Italian ripoffs. His most famous films are probably Hell, Living Dead and Rats, Night of Terror, and also with those two films, this film is actually co-written by Claudio Fagazzo, who of course went on to direct masterpieces on his own right, including like Troll 2, Beyond the Darkness, and a film I reviewed earlier in this series called Zombie 4 After Death. And the film in question is called Women's Prison Massacre. I did a little insert of this film when I was reviewing it, like a little history. This film was actually filmed right after another film Bruno Mattei directed called Violence in a Women's Prison, which actually has a lot of the same cast and crew worked because they were shot back to back. And this film stars Laura Jimshire, who of course is most famously known for the Emmanuelle films, who actually plays the Emmanuelle character in this film. She's a journalist and shit in prison, which is kind of funny because I believe they just made this Emmanuelle film. They just made the character's name Emmanuelle in the film. But let's get into the main plot of this. Yeah, she's in prison, this all-women's prison run by like this warden, and this chick starts to fuck with her called Abelina. She's like this weird, like blonde-headed chick who does like this crazy, like overacting in the film. I'll get more into that later. But yeah, she's trying to survive like this girl and shit, and there's like a subplot where Emmanuelle's in there because of this district attorney who got her in there so they could have her killed off and shit. And they're trying to kill her off, and she's trying to survive. What happens is there's 4 men are in death row that get transferred to the prison temporarily to be put into the death row system. And they take the prison over and start having their way with multiple women and doing sadistic things. What ends up happening is Emmanuelle and the rest of the other girls trying to survive, struggle and fight back, and that's pretty much the plot of the film. Now, my thoughts on this. If you haven't seen like any of Bruno Mattei's other films before, you might be like, what the fuck did I just watch? Because Claudio Fagazzo, usual script, it's kind of poorly done dialogue and shit, and some of the lines that come out of the characters' mouths are fucking hilarious. And there's a lot of overacting in this film, like, especially like the chick Abelina. She just does these like fucking stares at shit, and the way she stares at characters and fucking overacts, it's fucking hilarious. And fucking Lisa Gershon, she's fucking in this like serious mode and being like a serious actress, but in this like a silly fucking women's prison movie. And fucking yeah, there's a lot of overacted and shit. The settings and shit's real cool. The prison actually looks really dope, and a lot of good like scenes and shit. A lot of fucking exterior. The plot's fucking not the most original. I won't add to, because there's like hostage situation going on with the prisoners and the cops outside trying to figure out what they want and shit. And with that being said, fucking the score is kind of like not the greatest and all, but the film's highly entertaining with the badness of it. There's a lot of like sleaze and fucking sex scenes in this too, which I wasn't expecting. Because actually I haven't really seen a lot of women's prison movies before. And this is like probably my second or third one I ever seen. And fucking, yeah, there's a lot of like weird shit that have like there's this whole like beginning intro with the guards have like the prisoners do like this play and shit. It's fucking bizarre plot. But other than that, I really entertained by this. It's not the greatest film by any means. It has fucking probably the funniest chase scene I ever seen in a film. I fucking died off the bed laughing. But it's just silly and fucking goofy and shit, but not like mind blowing. If you're not looking for like a fucking serious, hardcore with like women's prison movie, this is not it. So it might turn you off if you are. But if you like goofy like schlock or like Italian like rip-off films, this is for you. I probably give it a solid 6 out of 10 just for the filmmaking style and how well made the film is. But I do recommend this release from Scream Factory. Put this one out, and it's really like a fucking fun blast of a film with like all the overacting, a lot of sleaze and a lot of like good like violence and gore shit too in it too. Women's Prison Massacre, 6 out of 10. Def, check it out. Wicked awesome. Alright guys, that's it for I got for It Came From the 80s this week. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'll be back sooner than later with another episode of this series. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Peace out.